And the last thing I'm gonna say to Stefon Diggs, you're on my fantasy team, bro. I want you to keep doing good, bruh. Make this the last girl you try to or have. The next time, like you starting to inch into the territory, somebody's shoot you. All that ACL you got going on, they'll shoot you. So stop playing around, okay?
After I gave birth to my son, my was huge. And the reason why my was so huge, because I almost gained 20. And you already know my already have some shots. So my was already huge as like putting that baby weight on my body, plus them.
Okay, so let's get straight to it because the streets and the timelines have been loud about Cardi B lately. Everybody's been nosy trying to find out if she's carrying baby number 4, and the buzz has been nonstop. Fans have been acting like detectives, zooming into videos, screenshotting outfits, and comparing angles like it's a crime show. And today the mystery finally exploded with a wild twist. Cardi B is pregnant, and the dad is said to be NFL star Stefon Diggs. Let me line it up from the top because this story has layers and receipts for days. For weeks, people have been whispering that Cardi might be expecting again. And you know how the internet moves. Nothing slides past them. Every oversized hoodie turned into she's hiding something. Every slowed step in heels became she's protecting a bump. And even her court appearances got broken down frame by frame by the online CSI squad like it was evidence.
I'm having a baby with my boyfriend, Stefon Diggs.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations. How are you feeling about that? And that this will be baby number 4 for you, Cardi.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I'm actually I'm excited. I'm happy. I feel like I'm in a good space. I feel very strong. I feel very powerful that I'm doing all this work, but I'm doing all this work while I'm creating a baby.
Cardi wasn't just sitting there watching either. She clapped back over and over again because the noise got disrespectful fast. She checked people on socials, told bloggers to chill, and even tossed a pen at a reporter who pressed her in a messy way about her body because the question came off rude, not curious. She drew a line and made it clear she wanted boundaries, which is fair because health and pregnancy talk can get invasive quick. Then boom! This morning she sat with Gayle King on CBS, and Gayle went straight to the point like a pro because the whole world wanted answers. Cardi addressed the rumors on air and spilled what everyone's been trying to piece together, confirming she's expecting and making it known that Stefon Diggs is the father, and the internet instantly broke into celebration, side eyes, and 1,000 think pieces. Remember, this makes baby number 4 for Cardi, and she already has 3 kids with her husband, soon-to-be ex, Offset, Culture, Wave, and Blossom, who just turned 1 this month, and that milestone had fans celebrating all over the timeline. Cardi talked about how Stefon makes her feel safe and confident, how they hype each other up, and how they're both locked in on their careers even with everything swirling around them. She even joked that she yells at the TV during his games like, pass him the ball already, because if you've ever watched a star wideout get ignored, you know that tension is real. That playful side had people smiling, but make no mistake, the conversation turned serious quick once folks started connecting dots about Stefon's personal life. Now here's the part that's got the blogs overheating. Stefon's own family timeline is messy according to Chatter, with claims he welcomed more kids earlier this year and rumors of twins allegedly on the way.
Hey, just because Cardi B does it does not mean you should as well. After a relationship, especially if that relationship put you through so much turmoil, do not hop into another relationship without doing the healing. Allow yourself to heal. Allow yourself to sit in silence and peace and reflect on your partner's part, what they did, and also your part. Allow yourself to find yourself again. Find your footing. Find your fire. Focus on the things that are meant for you to do before hopping into another relationship. When you don't take the time to actually reflect on the past relationship, you will literally keep repeating the cycle over and over and over. And there has to get to a point where you no longer can sit and be like, why is this happening to me? Why is this happening to me? Because it's you at this point. Because at this point, you are the common denominator. You are the problem. So just because your faves do it, don't follow into their footsteps. Listen to their music, buy their art, do whatever. Don't follow their footsteps. And let's make this very clear, because some of y'all are still not understanding this. It's not clicking. Just because you have money and you can have a ton of babies does not mean that's the only thing that a child needs. I can't believe I have to say that. A child needs more than money, more than just money, in order to properly raise them. And lastly, hopping from man to man before doing your healing, you're literally depleting your feminine energy. Your feminine energy is so incredibly important. It is what helps boost you through life. It is what helps you create. to be the best self that you can be. When you are with a man who's depleting you, you lose out. You lose it. Just really think about it. Think about how Cardi B's music has not been the same ever since she got with Offset. He's been depleting her of her feminine energy, of her good energy, her energy that she could have used to really create more art.
Meaning he could have multiple babies arriving around the same time. To be clear, a lot of that is alleged, but the conversation is loud, and people are debating what that means for Cardi's future and what type of dynamic that creates behind the scenes. Timing-wise, the situation is wild because Cardi's new album is set to drop on Friday. The public drama around her is still trending, and a major tour is lined up right after, which means rehearsals, travel, and a heavy grind are staring her down soon after giving birth. Cardi says the baby should arrive before rehearsals so she can jump straight into work mode. But anybody who knows postpartum recovery understands it's a journey, not a switch. So she'll need elite support, sleep, and real boundaries to protect her health while the lights are bright. Fans are already debating the logistics because a tour isn't just one night. It's city after city with sound checks, choreography, lighting cues, mic checks, and non-stop press. So the schedule is no joke even without newborn life in the mix. That means a medical team on call, trusted childcare, locked-in family support, and a tour plan smart enough to keep her strong while still giving the crowd the show they came for. On the culture side, the reactions are split. Some folks are celebrating this as a fresh chance at love and stability, while others are nervous about patterns repeating because public figures with complicated family trees tend to bring headlines that never rest. The memes are everywhere, the threads are long, and the hot takes are spicy, from "this is her happy era" to "this might be too much at once," and people are not shy about picking a side. Still, if there's one thing we've learned about Cardi, it's that pressure doesn't shrink her, it turns her up. She's built a career on momentum, and when the stakes go up, she usually locks in and delivers even louder. So if her circle stays tight and the plan is clean, she can flip this into a rollout that hits the numbers and the heart at the same time.
Isn't it a little bit too soon? Like, shouldn't you rest your coochie? Like, rest your coochie for a little bit and then go on tour, Cardi. It's okay to postpone the tour. It's okay, which I have a feeling that you probably will postpone the tour until like maybe like May or June, until the summer. I think that'll be the best thing to do. Rest your coochie, Cardi. It's okay. We could wait. We already waited 17 years for album number 2. We could wait a couple months for your tour, Cardi. It's okay. Rest your coochie. And then another thing I think I'm surprised about, but not really, I'm not really surprised, is that Cardi said that she didn't tell her parents. Even though I'm sure her parents know that she's pregnant. We all know that she's pregnant. Somebody check on Offset. I know Offset's probably banging his head against a wall somewhere in Atlanta or wherever he is. Somebody check on Offset. Congratulations.
So yes, the secret's out, the internet is buzzing, and the story is still unfolding with fresh angles every hour. But one thing's stamped. Cardi B just turned the culture upside down again, and everyone's watching to see how she flips this chapter into something iconic. Okay, let's get into this because the position Cardi B is in right now is wild on every level. Having a baby is a full-time job by itself, but now imagine stacking that with a full-blown world tour, an album rollout, and a messy divorce at the exact same time. It's like her life is a headline machine, and she's the one feeding it with every move she makes. Giving birth isn't just another box to check off a schedule, it's emotional, physical, and exhausting. Postpartum recovery hits different, and your body needs time to bounce back. But Cardi is already talking about getting back on stage like nothing can slow her down. Performing night after night with costumes, choreography, sound checks, press stops, and thousands of fans screaming your name? That's high-level energy, and she's signing up for it while also getting ready to rock a newborn to sleep at 3 a.m. That's not just busy, that's almost impossible. And on top of all that, the Offset situation is still sitting heavy in the background. Don't forget, Cardi filed for divorce in July 2024, and ever since then, it's been one long soap opera. Offset has been moving funny online, posting cryptic messages, jumping on lives with shady vibes, and sliding into comments where fans instantly assume he's talking about Cardi. It's giving bitter energy, and now with news breaking that she's pregnant with Stefon Diggs' child, Offset has to be fuming. Sources claim he's been blowing up her phone, trying to talk things out, but Cardi has been keeping her distance. And you know what? It's believable because their relationship has always had that push-pull energy, but this time, it might be really over. What really turned heads, though, was Cardi admitting she hadn't even told her parents before her CBS interview. She flat out said she was nervous about breaking the news, especially to her mom.
Parties lifted in credit. Cardi B is pregnant. She officially made the statement that she's pregnant. But my thing is, I don't know how these girls do this, but you got, what, 3 babies for offsetting, and now you having about to have a baby for this damn man who ain't gonna be with you, because these football players, all these athletes don't stay around long, honey. But anyway, congratulations, Cardi B, you're loved, honey, you're the baddest, and you're all that in a bag of chips, and everything else. So, Cardi, we love you. Congratulations.
Cardi B done told everybody that she's pregnant with the 4th baby, and it's Stefon Diggs.
Can you imagine your mother finding out from Gayle King before you? That's crazy. But let's be real. Parents always know before you say it out loud. Moms especially have that radar. They notice when your energy changes, when you move differently, when you start turning down certain foods. And if fans on the internet already cracked the code, you can bet her mom already had her suspicions. Still, Cardi saying it out loud is going to hit different. In many families, especially ones that are close-knit like hers, news like this comes with emotion, questions, and expectations. And Cardi knows that's a storm she has to walk through. Now that the cat's out of the bag, the internet is on fire. People are split right down the middle. Some are celebrating her new chapter, posting things like, "She deserves love after all the mess with Offset." And finally, a man who makes her feel safe. On TikTok, clips of the interview are trending with fans cheering her on, saying they're ready for pregnant Cardi era. But others are side-eyeing hard, tweeting things like "different man, same drama," and "she left Offset just to get Offset 2.0?" The memes are endless. One even shows Offset and Stefon side by side with the caption, "Cardi definitely has a type." And then there's the messy talk about Stefon Diggs himself. Word on the street is he already welcomed 2 kids earlier this year, with rumors of twins on the way. If that's true, then he's got a whole team forming at home, and now Cardi is joining that storyline too. That's why people are asking if Cardi really found a fresh start, or if she's signing up for more of the same chaos she just left behind with Offset. Meanwhile, the tour prep is a monster all by itself. For those who don't know, rehearsals for a major artist aren't just dance practice. It's hours of choreography, vocal runs, stage blocking, costume fittings, and tech runs with lighting and sound teams. That's before the traveling even starts. Add a newborn baby into that schedule, and you're looking at exhaustion on a whole different level. Unless she has an airtight team around her, trusted nannies, medical professionals, security, family members, it's going to be extremely tough to balance both. And fans know it too.
With her 4th child from her boyfriend while she's still married to her husband. And you know what? I'm so proud of her. I remember when Cardi B first came out, she was a reality star with this outrageous personality, and she managed to transition that to a rap like pop career. And as I watched her develop over the years, she had the best of everything. The best makeup artist, the best hair, the best stylist. Like, she was really on par with all the most beautiful celebrities that exist. Like, she really stepped up to the game. Now, the drama in her life was happening only because of the man that she chose to be with. That's when we saw her crying, coming on social media, cussing out, taking him back, breaking up with him. Even though she knew it wasn't good for her, she still was trying to make it work. But all that time, she still wasn't faltering in anything else she was doing. She was steady making money, steady getting endorsements, steady continuing to be famous and admired by everybody. And that just makes me feel so happy, because this industry and this celebrity life did not eat her alive. She had her 3 beautiful kids that she enjoyed. You could tell she enjoyed being their mom. She want one person to be with, and her husband didn't appreciate that, didn't want that, so she moved on. Yeah, she's still married, but so what? She ain't hunched him in a long time. She got a new man, and now she's starting a little family with her new man. And guess what? If that don't work out, I trust and believe that Cardi B gonna always be all right, because she got a good head on her shoulders, and she focused. She ain't fall victim to drugs. She ain't get into no drama, like crazy stuff. Nothing dragged her down. And every time I see her, I'm just like, oh, she looking good. She doing good. And I'm proud that she moving on with her life. So congratulations, Cardi, on your new...
On Instagram, one wrote, "We love Cardi, but she's not a robot. She needs to rest." Let's not forget the business angle either. Cardi B is more than just a rapper. She's a brand, and her image matters in deals, endorsements, and partnerships. This pregnancy could play both ways. On one hand, it could show her strength, resilience, and ability to juggle it all, boosting her star power even higher. On the other hand, it could cause delays, canceled dates, or public perception of chaos if things get messy. The industry doesn't always give women grace when it comes to balancing motherhood and careers, and Cardi knows the pressure is doubled for her because she's always in the spotlight. And here's where it gets even deeper. Offset watching from the sidelines. Think about it. The man who was once her husband, her music collaborator, and the father of her 3 kids is now sitting back while she moves forward publicly with another high-profile man. That's not just gossip. That's a storyline that will follow both of them for years. Every time Offset drops a song, fans will compare it to Cardi's. Every time Stefon plays a game, fans will bring Cardi into it. The drama doesn't end here, it's only beginning. So the question remains, is this the start of Cardi's power era, where she finally builds the future she's been talking about? Or is it another roller coaster with new faces but the same chaos? Right now, it could go either way. Fans are holding their breath, the media is watching every step, and Cardi is the one writing the script as she goes. So now it's on you. Did this news catch you off guard, or did you already see it coming? Do you think Stefon Diggs is really the man who will bring Cardi stability? Or is she heading right back into the same heartbreak cycle? Let me know in the comments because the takes are only getting hotter. And before you leave, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to Starbuzz Daily, share this video with your people, and keep the conversation alive. This story is only just starting, and you already know. We'll be right here breaking it all down as it unfolds. See you on the next one.